knows about rap and grime in general, but like he can't read the music, because anyone here will tell you the music is not the problem. Trust me.
Go on, tell me what the problem is then. Tell me what the problem is then.
Just simple things like drugs in the community, guns, do you know what I mean? Like general violence. The music isn't the problem. There's things there that are happening before the music even came, so...
Yeah, so, I mean, the argument goes that the music kind of describes a world and a situation, it doesn't create it, yeah?
Definitely. He's got the wrong end of the stick totally. And if he sort of believed in what he was saying, like, he should actually come to the communities and see for himself, like, and he would realise it's nothing to do with music. In fact, when these community leaders, they get people together through music, not separating people. Do you know what I mean? Like, there hasn't been, like, problems with people over music or anything like that. People come together over music rather than divided.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think now, Elijah, you know, of the kind of the great... I've listened in my life to a huge amount of black music, and, you know, I mentioned guys earlier like Gil Scott-Heron, Marvin Gaye's What's Going On. You think of the... you know, the great reggae artists. There was definitely a kind of a sense of resistance to the man, you know, to the powers that be, and but also a kind of a social conscience that went along with it as well. Is that there in rap? I mean, or in grime? Am I missing it? Am I just not aware of it?
There's always, like, in history, innit, there's always disjointed youth, innit? And I don't expect you to understand it. I don't expect Flintoff to understand it, or anyone else in the media. It always crops up every few months. And it's just, you know, I mean, it's so boring, because it's clearly not the problem. If it was that much of a problem, everyone would just turn off the radio. If the rap music was causing a problem, it would be banned, for real. If it was causing that much of a problem, they wouldn't allow it.
Well, but I mean, it isn't, even now, it isn't mainstream music, is it really?
Yeah,
I mean,
definitely. You know Dizzy Rascal, he came from Bowie 3. He's #1 in the charts, so...
Yeah.
What does that say about... I mean, he's come from, like, the same sort of place I've come from, so...
Yeah.
I mean, it is going that way, so if people are buying into it more, then what does that say about the people? Not everyone is...
But I'm just trying to think inside Freddie Flintoff's head. You know, he'll be aware of a music that talks about guns, that talks about crime, where a lot of the people who've made money from rap and hip hop have themselves previously been involved in a life of crime. You know, that'll be his perception of it. Isn't there some truth to that perception?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. Like, I'm not going to say that people haven't been involved in those things. I know they have. So
yeah.
I mean, but saying to blame that on problems in society is not the way forward, man. Trust me. It's that people don't really look at the actual problems. They need something to blame rather than go and look at a cause and actually solve it. Even if he was looking to blame it, he's done it. All right. What's anyone going to do about it? Nothing. It's just a bit of media hype. It's quite pathetic, actually.
Elijah, thanks for your call. Let's go to Andy, who's in Dumbarton. Morning, Andy.
Morning, Adrian.
Hiya.
I'm afraid I think that previous caller's talking rap, to be quite honest. Rap isn't music at all.
What do you mean, Andy? You're disrespecting another caller. The man's a DJ. He plays
I don't care.
Stuff. He plays the stuff.
Whether a DJ or the Prime Minister, it makes no difference. The music itself, in fact, it isn't even music. It's, as far as I can see, it's music made by people who have no musical knowledge whatsoever. I don't think there's a musical scale in rap. It's switching on a few computers, making a jungle rhythm, and then talking over it. And he says that there is no any bad in it. Have you ever watched a Puff Daddy video? All you've got is big black men with muscles walking around, spewing out their cop-hating filth and having sex on swimming pools with loads of other big black women. It's an abomination from the top. If Satan was alive in the world today...
What's their colour got to do with it?
Well, it's all black music. I mean, they don't get white rappers. It's a black thing.
Well, have you never heard of the Streets?
No, I've never heard. I don't listen to rap at all.
Have you never heard of Eminem?
Yeah, I've heard of him. He's a one-off and he's a crap.
Well, he's not a one-off. I mean, the Streets is a guy from Birmingham called Mike Skinner.
Care, Adrian,
well, no, but you just said, Andy, it's all black.
It's 98%. That means it's a black genre. It's not a white genre. Stop splitting hairs, Adrian.
Oh, no, I'm not. I'm just, correcting you on inaccuracy.
Soul music and rap music.
Look, Andy, I'll accept that it's primarily a black expression. I'll give you that. All right, okay.
Right, and what you do, killed me now. I think that if the devil was here himself on this earth, and he is, right, the devil's here, and if he invented a genre, right, so to get his message across, it would be rap. It's the music.
So how much rap have you listened to, Andy?
None. I don't have to.
How can you criticise something you've never listened to?
I've seen it, Adrian. Come and see, I've lived long enough on this planet to know what rap sounds like, and I know it's absolute hell.
Andy, if you don't seriously listen to a bit of music...
Oh,
hey, no, listen, man, you can't slag something off.
Stop splitting hairs, man. You know what I'm talking about.
The point is, you don't know what you're talking about.
I do know what I'm talking about. You don't know and for a man of your age, it's ridiculous that you don't know what you're talking about. And I suspect, Adrian, that you probably agree with me, but because you're so bloody politically correct, you won't disagree with me on the air. But I'll bet if I was to talk to you privately, you'd say, Andy, you're dead right. I don't know anybody that listens to rap. I don't know anybody that could bear it for a moment. In fact, if you listen to rap, your typical rap record, there's no musical content in it, Ian. It's basically people who talk, they spew out a particular agenda, which is usually cop-hating and promoting of guns and sex and an easy lifestyle and making money over the white man, etc., right? But there is no... I dare take you up to one of the best rap artists and say, play me a musical scale on the piano. They couldn't do it.
Andy, thanks for your call. There we go. He doesn't listen to any rap music, but he's got it all nailed down. If you've got... The thing is, though, I think what Andy's saying is probably not a million miles from what Freddie Flintoff was saying. And it's a suspect of view that a lot of people have of rap music. Take more of your calls on that after 3. 0871722 3344. Britain's Got Talent as well. Come on. We're not being wise after the event, are we? Susan Boyle should have been taken out of...